Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues. And after those first two matches were absolute bangers, we have another one in store for you where we went from all the way in the bottom of Nemesis, and we're taking it all the way to the top, an elevator, if you will. In Titan League, we're at the pinnacle, no pun intended. And I'm here, joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the Aeronautics GM, Sageburner. How you doing?
Doing fantastic. How are you doing, Gallium?
Oh, I'm doing swell. And as these two teams are in this lobby, and both these teams, in my opinion, are incredible sleeper teams in Titan. And I think they both have a very good shot of winning this. And if they win this, it is looking good for them. And I want to know your thoughts on both these teams.
Libra teams indeed. Venganza having Miles, I'm very familiar with him. Very mechanical player in the Titan League. And then Inferno having Rocky Airs and Kratos, two really good Titan League players as well. I mean, this should be a top tier matchup, Gallium.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you can't forget about Yurks, obviously, for Inferno. I mean, he's been great all season long. He's been really the staple for Inferno since the beginning. And as their former AGM, it's been really nice seeing them kind of progress to where they are now. And if we could pull up the Titan League bracket while these people are still getting in the lobby a little bit, we can see a lot of storylines begin to develop here. And they develop exactly where you would expect them to. Now, the play-ins were super, super competitive for both of these, for all the Titan League as a whole. Same with like kind of provisional, where all the games were pretty close. Like Blizzard and Phoenix, that game was incredible. Spartans beating out Phoenix, and then they played the Dragons and unfortunately lost. But we're not talking about that side of the bracket. We're going to talk about the right side of the bracket. Venganza and Inferno. Whoever wins this one plays Pinnacle. And Pinnacle, a squad that took down Diversion, but in a little bit of a scary sense. So I think Pinnacle is definitely a little vulnerable. So we'll see if one of these teams can't take them down. And whoever wins that matchup is probably the favorites, in my opinion, going against that grand finals matchup. I mean, no hate to the Dragons there. I mean, spectacular. Obviously the best team in the league for a reason. But these two teams, they are definitely some heavy hitters in some of the lower seeds.
That's a hot take if I've ever heard one, Gallium. I mean, the Dragons, one loss all season, man. They've looked strong. I mean, they deserve that number one seed, but I mean, anything can happen. It is the playoffs.
Yeah, anything can happen, and I think it is a pretty hot take. I'm not even gonna lie. But Dragons, what they do is they play such a rotational game. They out rotate everybody in Titan, but I feel like mechanically, it's more of some of these sleeper teams that kind of have the edge in mechanics. So if you can out mechanical a team, it's going to go a long way, but the rotations still have to be there. And I think in this Titan bracket that we're seeing on our screen right now, it's going to be an absolute banger to the very end, through and through.
Absolutely. The plans, I watched that Blizzard and Phoenix match. I mean, that was crazy. It went to game five. Phoenix obviously taking out the dub and then unfortunately losing to Spartans. But I mean, yeah, this Titan League is pretty evenly matched. I think it's anybody's game. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think all the teams have looked really good in Titan so far. I mean, as per usual, since they've been at the top of the tables in Nemesis for so long, and while we're still waiting on people to join up, we can kind of go over how both of their seasons went. So obviously, Venganza had a much better season than Inferno, having Inferno sitting at the 6th seed and Venganza sitting at the 3rd seed. And Venganza have won 10 out of their last 11 games, and Inferno have been on a hot streak as well. I'm not quite sure what their record is in the past 10, but it's been very good for them in this last stretch, and it's all thanks to Rocky Ears. Smooth picked him up, and he's been so good for this Inferno squad. And it was actually Kratos who brought Rocky Ears into Nemesis, and he's been such a big help to this Inferno squad. And on the other side, you have Indicator, another 2000 MMR player, ready to go head-to-head here. I'm so excited for this matchup. I mean, we have some heavy hitters. It's Rocky Ears and Yurks versus Indicator and Lumi, and the supporting cast for those four players is really good as well. Kratos and Miles rounding it out very well. And it's honestly just going to be a battle who can out-rotate one another because they have such similar mechanics. I feel like you have to really play aggressive here, and play for keeps. It's a win or lose situation. So we'll
Yeah.
see which team is going to win. But Sage, before we hop into this one, which will happen in very soon, who you got taking this?
Ah, man. You know, I like Miles and I like what Venganza has going on over there, but man, I think Inferno, I think Rocky Ayers he's gonna be the difference. Every game I've casted has been with him, and he's always put on a show.
Yes, he has. And one thing to note is Yerkes is not playing in game 1. He had to reset his internet, so he should be here for game 2 as Mew is the sub. Very capable player. It's Mew. Gonna send it down the pitch. He's gonna get demoed out. A beautiful hit to the sidewall. Rocky Ayers gonna send it up high. Miles can't quite get to it. Kratos can't find the shot. And that was a close opportunity. So we get started here. Indicator pops it high. Can his teammate find the touch? He does. Rocky Ayers down to Lumi. Lumi can't get to that ball. Mew came up from Rival, played on Blaze, and he has been so good as a sub. One of the better Titan League subs, in my opinion. He's just so quick to the ball. Not the most mechanical guy on the pitch, but you're seeing it now. He gets into people's faces. Such a scrappy player, and you love to see that. Here's, Venganza actually going to strike first. Indicator, what a goal from him.
Venganza, this is the start they needed. What a pass from Indicator to Lumi, and then Lumi back to Indicator. A beautiful team play to get them 1 goal in front.
Beautiful team play indeed, and I mean, the team chemistry from Venganza and Inferno is something to really look out for. Venganza having a good start now, but I mean, Venganza, they do have a returning champion on their team, Miles. Won with Phoenix last season, so he knows what it takes to win. And I actually, I had a cast with him recently, and he told me that what it takes to win is really the mental. And I totally agree with him. And Mew, he's having himself a start to the game. What a goal from him.
The substitute, I mean, he's been all over the place to start off this first match, and he gets a goal to his name to show for his efforts. And that's a great shot from him.
Jeez, what a goal. And he caught Venganza on the back foot. It's such a great strike from you as Rocky Ayers gonna pop it high. Kratos gonna get a nice little touch, gonna get another one. Rocky Ayers trying to beat out Miles, but Miles just quicker to that one. Mew gonna recover it, send it off to the side. Tries to get one more. He's unfortunately not gonna be able to. Lumi on the other side. He's gonna get a nice 50 out. Rocky Ayers over to Indicator. They pop it high. Oh my goodness, just some high-flying Titan action. And fun fact about Lumi, he was a part of one of the only 2v2s in postseason history in the play-ins in Season 8 against your Vanguard. So just a little bit of information for you.
I do remember this 2v2 taking place. I think Vanguard had to forfeit. One of the teams had to forfeit, so they had to...
I think they played for fun.
Yeah, they played it to... Yeah, they played it just to waste time, I think. Just to get to the next game. Yeah, show match.
That was a fun time indeed, and that just shows the Lumi prowess is so far he's kind of being shut down from by this Inferno squad. They're playing really well to start things off. Both teams trading blows here, and something that is kind of going to be the story for the rest of this game. Venganza having the advantage in shots, 6-1 in terms of shooting, and I mean Inferno, the other side, they're 100% in shooting. So it's either way you look at it, it is still some high-flying action for both squads.
Indeed, that 100% shooting is because they only have 1 shot on target, but the Inferno team does look good. They're looking good on defense. Rocky Ayers tries to get something started for them on offense.
Ooh. Oh my. Oh my. Oh no. Almost finds the back of the net. Indicator just barely finding that one. Just an incredible sequence of events. I was at a loss for words at Venganza just letting that kind of slip through, but I mean, you have a little bit of moments of distress, and how you deal with that is really how the rest of the game is going to shape up. And for both squads, they've had their fair share of mistakes, but they haven't been too detrimental. We'll see if that ends up being the case. As whoever wins this game 1 is going to have such a significant advantage, because if Inferno can pull out this game 1, they still have Yerkes in their back pocket ready to play for game 2. So
that is true.
There is some potential to really change up your playstyle going into that game 2.
Yeah, I actually was not thinking about that at all. I think Venganza, this is a must-win for them. I mean, they're playing against their sub. Yeah, in my opinion, this is a must-win for them.
Yeah, we'll see if they can. As Rocky Ayers with a great bump, and Kratos, big crate, gonna get himself on the board.
Rocky Ayers, oh my goodness, 5 saves to his name so far. What a bump. coming out from him to get Miles out of the way, and then Kratos just gonna put it right down the middle to give his team the lead.
Looking like Rocky Balboa. I mean, he's just punching Venganza in the mouth. Just absolutely just silencing them. Is Kratos going to get a nice hit off to Rocky Airs? Oh, man, what a save. That was an incredible shot, and an even better save from Indicator. Those two having a nice little battle early on. Lumi with a great pass, though. Indicator with a shot. Kratos, beautiful save on the back line. That's one of his strengths, is his defensive prowess. But up 2-1, this Inferno team has to make something. They have to make this defense stick, and for Venganza, they have to score a goal quick. My question to you, Sage, is it going to happen?
I mean, I don't know, man. I've watched this Inferno team more than I've watched my own team play this season because I've casted so many of their matches. And their staple is good defense, but right now, Rocky Airs is going to go on ahead and tack on another goal to make the scoreline 3-1 in favor of Inferno.
Rocky Airs, he's so good. I mean, he's just putting it in the back of the net every single time when there's an opportunity, and he is just so good. I mean, there's not really much else you can say as Indicator trying to get it off the backboard. Venganza, they have to find something now, or else they're dead in the water, and going into game 2, it's not going to look good for them as Mew takes a nice touch. Kratos going to get a touch of his own. Lumi now. Down to Kratos. I want to mention Inferno is actually Firestorm's last hope at a championship. The last Firestorm team remaining in the playoffs. So we'll see if they can't make something big happen as for 3 seconds left. Venganza dead in the water, and Inferno, Firestorm's last hope, taking game 1 off of the 3 seed.
This is Firestorm's last hope. I mean, they've got a good chance. That's a great game 1, especially with their sub.
Yeah, I mean, Inferno was actually Firestorm's last hope last season as well. So Smooth can really draft those Titan players, but you know, as for the rest of the leagues, we have a little bit of some difficulties in the first couple rounds of playoffs, but that's all right. I mean, a couple chips to the Firestorm name, but Venganza and the Victory Org. Venganza has always been such a good staple for the Victory Org. I mean, one of the better teams over there. Overall, I mean, they, I believe, won the championship in season 3 or 4, if I'm not mistaken, but they've been here, they've done that, and Lumi, this is his second season actually with Venganza, and he's really taken a step up, and with Indicator and Miles, two very, very talented Titan players on their team, they definitely have what it takes to take down Inferno, and they're going to have to do it in game 2.
They definitely do. I did say that last game was a must-win in my opinion, but it actually, oh, Yerkes is coming in. Unfortunate for Venganza there, but man, to drop game 1 to a sub and then seeing Yerk come on, man, that's gotta be a little bit demoralizing.
Yeah, that has to feel a little demoralizing, and you know, something that's so crucial about how Yerkes plays is he just brings so much more offense. So the offensive onslaught from Inferno is only going to ramp up from here, but I feel like Venganza has what it takes to kind of stop that. We'll see if they can, as Kratos going to get a nice touch out to Yerkes. Oh, man. Almost a great 50 from him, but it's going to be sent down the other way. Rocky is with a nice first touch. Going to try to get a second one. Miles going to fly over him this time. Rocky tries to get it past Indicator, not going to go. Lumi pops it down once. Kratos with one touch. Can't get the second. Miles on the other end. A beautiful double from him. Lumi. It's just a battle in the Inferno zone. They're just trying to clear it, and then eventually they do. Miles going to send it right back, though. Miles over to Rocky Ears. Indicator going to take one more touch. Actually passes it right back to Rocky Ears. Lumi have to bail him out here. Yerkes takes a shot. Miles with a great save, and with a little over a minute, looks like both teams are kind of trading blows right now.
It does, and actually Venganza has been on the defensive side with 3 saves to their team's name.
Wow. I mean, they've been so good on the defensive side, but oh my goodness, that is just another example as Kratos. I mean, even with the Fennec just being like a bigger car, he can't really get that 50 away. Beautiful defense from Venganza. As you see, Miles gonna fake out his touch. He doesn't have any boost, gonna leave it for Rocky. Rocky tries to put it near corner, but unable to find it. Indicator giving it down to Kratos. Kratos tries to pop it high. He does. Rocky Ears, can he make the touch? He can't quite get there. Instead, it's Miles. Miles over to Indicator. Indicator pops it high. Yerkes gonna get one touch. Gonna get a second. He does. And it's going to be popped high. Rocky Ears down the pitch. He goes. Indicator going to send it right back. Kratos now gets it into the Venganza zone. It's not going to be anything because it is going to get cleared out immediately. Now it's a chance for Indicator. He doesn't have a whole lot of boost. Fakes one. Tries to get it past the second. Rocky Ears on the defensive side. The midfield battles. It's high flying action here, of course, in the Titan League as the ball is being sent off the ceiling. Oh my goodness, Indicator. Gonna get a nice little save there. Kratos down the pitch. Tries to get another, but Rocky Ear's gonna take the shot instead. Miles with a great save. And this Venganza squad, their defense is incredible, and I can really see why they're the third seed just based on their defense.
Yeah, this defense is actually wild. This is not what I'm used to seeing when I'm watching an Inferno game. I mean, their defense has been insane every single time I've watched them, but this time, I mean, they're just on offense. They're putting on an onslaught of shots, and Venganza doing fantastic to soak up the pressure.
You know, one thing I will note is that the game was 3-0 with Mew in the game. We'll have to see if they consider putting Mew back in. I mean, they still have him in the back pocket. I mean, it could be a possibility for Inferno, a lot to solve, but it hasn't been a bad game for them at all. I mean, they haven't scored, but they haven't let up any goals. So I think they're right where they want to be, and this is not necessarily something that needs to happen, but Rocky Air is going to get one touch, tries to find his second. He's just going to send it right towards Indicator. Yerkes now up with the ball. Going to find one touch, tries to find a second. It's not going to go. Instead, Lumi going to get a nice little pre-flip. Tries to get one more. Indicator now over to Yerkes. Yerkes floating in his own defensive half. Miles pops it up. Rocky Ears over to Yerkes. Yerkes doesn't have any boost. Tries to get the 50. Going to get demoed out by Miles. And Indicator up with one more. Can't find that second touch. Yerkes, oh man, has to clear that one out in a minute and some change. Oh my goodness. I mean, they're just absolutely sending missiles towards each other right now.
I think Venganza's actually done a good job to adjust to this Inferno team. I mean, they were getting dismantled on the counter last game. They're obviously doing better than that, but I think they're just sitting back and soaking up the pressure this time around, letting them take shots and just trying to capitalize on the counterattack.
Yeah, it was a great adjustment from Venganza, but Inferno, they haven't let this adjustment get to them. They haven't been scored on yet as, oh, what a fake from Yerkes. He's not going to let it pass him, though. Kratos has to rush back, and he does. Has to get one more touch, but Miles, a beautiful 50. This could be an opportunity for Venganza. An unfortunate touch there. Kind of had to pre-flip on that one. Lumi gets one. Can't quite find a second. Had to come off the ceiling for that one. Yerkes now up with the ball with plenty of boost. Miles on the defensive side 50s it out over to Lumi. 15 seconds left. Can a team get a goal? Rocky pops it high. Can he get a second? He does, but tries to go for the pinch instead. Indicator on the other end over to Kratos. Lumi with one touch, 1 second left. Yerkes, is he going to keep it alive? He opts to. Miles now down the pitch. Rocky gonna pop it high. He's gonna get a second touch. Kratos up with the ball. Gonna get beat out by Indicator. Are they gonna put this ball to the ground? They eventually are, and we have overtime.
Overtime indeed. A demo coming out there from Venganza, I believe. Inferno did not want to take any chances. Helium, who do you see taking this game?
Man, I really don't know. It's been so back and forth, and honestly, I have Venganza taking this game. I feel like they're going to get a sneaky goal here, and I feel like they have been a little better than Inferno just on the defensive side, and I think the counterattack is really what's going to take them over the edge. But we'll have to find out as overtime is only 30 seconds brand new. Yerkes going to send it over to Indicator. And as this game is indicating, I don't think there's going to be a goal anytime soon. It's a musty down the pitch. Rocky Ears pops it high. Trying to get it over to Kratos. Oh, what a goal!
My.
Oh, man, it's a demolition crew out here.
This is what we came here to see. Inferno on the counterattack, it's beautiful to watch. I mean, Kratos, 2 demos coming out. It's an open net. That's beautiful play from this Inferno team to go up 2-0 in the series.
And that was such a beautiful demo from Kratos. I mean, it was so perfectly timed as well, and to go up 2-0 in the series against Venganza, you have to kind of consider, if you're Venganza, using that timeout. I'm not saying you have to, but you've been beat twice now, and it's a good idea to kind of talk things out. And I feel like for Venganza, this would kind of be the time I would take a timeout personally. You don't want to go down 3-0 before you take your timeout, but that's just me. I want to hear your thoughts on it, Sage.
I like to keep my timeouts for, the elimination game, the game where it matters. If I'm about to lose and go home, I'll call that timeout. But I actually agree with you this time around. I think that they need to call another time, call a timeout, try and figure out what they're doing wrong. I mean, they have 9 saves to Inferno's 3 saves. They're just choked on defense. They're not able to get rid of the pressure. They're soaking it all up, but they're not getting rid of it. They're not counterattacking. They're just giving the ball back and then getting back into position on defense.
Yeah, and as it stands right now, Venganza haven't really been able to score on Inferno, and it is very apparent how this series is going to go if this stays the same. But as it stands right now, going into Game 3, Inferno up 2-0. Venganza is going to have to put in a shift to get this series back.
A shift.
A shift. As we see some great defensive play early. I mean, honestly, Inferno playing like the 2013 Seahawks defense right now, and
Amen.
I mean, I only look to see this continue.
I love the Seahawks reference. Yeah, it's beautiful. Best team ever.
Of all time. And you have two really great teams battling it out here. I mean, the best league, obviously. Titan League, except for Prospect. Prospect's the true best league as the ball being sent down. Indicator going to get a touch. Rockier is going to find one, can't find another. Instead, it's going to go over to Miles. Miles gets one. Kratos going to pop it to the side. Indicator gives it over to Lumi. Lumi gets one. He's going to get a second, actually. Flip reset potential. It's not going to go for him. Rockier's gonna clear it out. Oh my goodness, what a fake from Indicator. Oh man, the dribble play. Oh, he can't quite get the 50. And that was so close, Sage.
So close. What a solo play coming out from Indicator. I don't know if you see that too often in Titan. Just staying on the floor with it, keeping it simple, trying to fake some people out, get a shot on net. He almost got it. It was a beautiful play though.
So close. And I believe Venganza in this whole series have they even scored a goal in this series? Because I remember it was like 3-0 in the game 1. I can't really remember if they scored a goal or not. I don't think so.
They haven't scored a goal yet. This could be a perfect sweep opportunity for Inferno.
We'll see. As I believe the only perfect sweep in Nemesis Gaming League history was pulled off by Speed Demon. I can't remember what team he was on, but that is the only perfect sweep in Nemesis history, and there's only been 3 reverse sweeps. Gladiators, wow. What a time to be alive. Gladiators breaking records left and right. So, every season, and it's great to see that. But, I mean, nothing's really happening in this game. Usually we see them trading blows, but now they're just kind of popping it over to each other and trying to feel out the defense, and I think that's been really crucial for both sides to try to get a goal. Kratos going to try to shoot it near post. It's not going to go. Indicator now popping it high. He's going to get a second, potentially a third. Going to leave it for Miles. Kratos instead going to get a nice clear out, and it's Kratos going to send it down once more. Wait, that was almost a very dangerous shot as Rocky gets one. Can he get another? It's going to be cleared out by Lumi, and this leaves Inferno on the back foot. Yurik's going to get a nice play there. And man, what a beautiful run from them. Indicator over to Yurik's. Yurik's gets it high. Oh man, what a touch from him. Pops it once more. Yurik's, are you kidding me? I was about to say he almost got 3 there. Kratos gives it down the pitch. Nobody there for Inferno with boost. Yurik's is going to turn on that, but Miles with no boost as well. Going to opt for the pass here. Indicator gets one, gets another. Man, what a performance he's having as Kratos. Oh man, tries to almost get it towards the net. Indicator now over and to Miles. Oh my goodness, can the Venganza score a goal? Rockier's gonna deny it, but a double demo from Yurik's. Rocky down the pitch. Both of them just respawn. The shot goes up. Oh man, it just missed from, I believe that was Kratos on the follow-up attempt. 1 minute, 30 seconds. What a double demo from Yurik's, taking on the Kratos role there. As Kratos is gonna get in front of Rocky, and Rocky's gonna be on the back foot, but Miles, he's a great player in his own right, gonna get a beautiful pass out. He's been so great assisting the ball most of these times. Kratos gonna get one touch. Oh my goodness, he can't quite get another one. Indicator over to Rocky. Miles gets another touch, and oh man, what a goal from Venganza.
A taste of their own medicine. Venganza getting a demo play out on Inferno. What a demo by Lumi and Miles. The awareness to be there for that shot to put his team up 1-0 in game 3.
Yeah, and that was actually not the first goal of the series.
Was not.
Yeah, it was 3-1 in game 1. So regarding the perfect sweep, it has only happened when Gladiators actually swept your Warhawks perfect sweep.
Yeah.
So unfortunate there. I'm sorry, Sage.
Yeah, we live and we learn. Hopefully that doesn't happen this season. Okay, I have high hopes.
You know, I think we all have high hopes for our teams. As Smooth, this is his last hope here, as this team is having one heck of a battle. But they're gonna have to win this game 3 if they want to potentially get a sweep. And they're down by 1. The shot low. Miles gonna save it out. Yerks trying to get one more touch past the defense. Kratos up with the ball. Gets it past 1. Oh, man. Can't quite find the follow-up there. Yerks. Oh, Lumi read his touch perfectly. Lumi trying to get another one. He does it, but the demo, that was so fast from Lumi. You've got to be kidding me.
That was so quick. The ball was blocking him on my screen. I don't even know he did. He just pops the ball up, and then he gets the demo. Wow, what a recovery.
Golazo.
Golazo indeed. What a beautiful shot coming out from Lumi. 2-0. Is the game dead for Inferno?
I mean, crazier things have happened, but unfortunately we are not in Forbidden Temple, so it is not going to be a comeback for Inferno. Instead, Venganza going to get their first game of the series, and Inferno trying to get a little bit of something from the gift shop on their way out, but they're not going to get it here. And Sage, 2-1 series now. I want to know your thoughts.
Hey, they made the decision not to call the timeout yet. I think they will use the timeout when it is the game point for Inferno, if it does get to that point, that is. But Venganza, what a good game from them, actually outshooting Inferno, I think for the first time in this series, if I'm not mistaken, Gallium. But that's a way to rebound after going down 2-0. You never want to be down 2-0, but they took it on the chin. And only being down 2-1 now, they could even it out with this game.
Yeah, they definitely can, and it is full of possibilities for either side. Game number 4 underway here. Utopia Coliseum, one of my favorite maps, is Yerks going to send it off the backboard. Lumi going to be there to recover that one. A little bit of pressure early from Inferno, but Miles sending it right back down. Rocky going to have a nice touch over to Yerks. Yerks down to Lumi. Lumi can't quite find the net. Instead, finds the backboard. The ball being sent out to Miles. Miles gets one touch. Can't find a second set. It's Lumi, Indicator, with a beautiful touch of his own. And Lumi can't quite find his. A little too fast. I mean, we saw that fast demo from him the first game. I mean, maybe he's just ramped up his speed so fast that he's too fast for his own good.
I genuinely do not know how he got that recovery to get that demo. Like, ow, I need an answer from him, because that was wild. I mean, that was a great play.
That was gross. I mean, that was my only top 15 stat, Season 8 and Season 9. It's one of my top 15 stats. Demos. It is so crucial. I mean, it's a game mechanic, regardless if you like it or you hate it, and both these teams have utilized it very well. And you're seeing it in such a professional manner to where the demos aren't just you're driving towards the other player. There's some little bit of finesse involved with it as well, because again, Titan players are just smarter than the rest of Nemesis, and I'm sorry, that's just a fact. And it's just really showing how smart and how fast all these Titan players are here, Sage.
Hey, Prospect might have a little bit of something to say about that. Hey, they're really good down there, you know? Oh, I'm saying down there like I'm not a Prospect. Future novice.
I mean, probably smarter in terms of like school smarts, but not in terms of Rocket League. As Inferno and Venganza having themselves an absolute series so far. I mean, it's been really fun to watch them battle it out. They're very even with each other's. Indicator going to have a chance of his own, trying to go for the demo. Oh my goodness, little delayed there. Rocky Ears going to have Yerks recover for him. Yerks having a decent recovery. Now Kratos up with the ball. Kratos off the backboard. Yerks can't quite find it. Instead, Kratos is trying to bump his teammate on accident, but Yerks gets the clear out. Yerks now with an opportunity. Gonna get demoed up, and Rocky with the shot puts it left corner. Goal!
You cut out. That was hilarious. Oh my goodness.
No.
But Lumi tried to get the demo to help out his teammate. In the end, maybe that actually hurt his teammate more than it helped him, as Rocky right there to just tuck it in and give his team the lead in game 4.
What an absolute goal, and I'm very mad at my mic. I knew I was going to do it. It's going to cut out the goal. It's Indicator going to
Ooh.
score a goal for himself. What an excellent strike.
Man, these demos are crucial right now. Miles, I mean, get out of here. And the net's just going to stay open for Indicator. That's a beautiful team play from Venganza to even out game 4.
And Venganza, they're looking real good right now. And it's just been really them in this past couple of minutes. I feel like it's just been a whole lot of Venganza and Inferno. They've been decent, but even though they're tied, they haven't looked as good as they've looked in previous games. Yerk's going to take a touch. Unfortunately, can't recover off of that one, and now it's Miles down the pitch. Miles over to Yerk's. Yerk's going to get a pop-up high. Rocky can't quite find that touch. Instead, it's Kratos. Kratos, oh my goodness, what a pinch from him. It's going to be sent towards the backboard. Lumi there to recover it. Lumi gets one, trying to get another. He can't quite find it, but zero boost and a dream. He has a dream. Yerk's off the backboard, down to Rocky. He can't quite find that one. Kratos with a shot attempt. Miles a little awkward. He's going to get that save. The shot just wasn't powerful enough, and with a minute and 45 seconds left, who do you think has the advantage in this game number 4?
Venganza 100 as I say that Indicator.
Oh my goodness. He looked spring-loaded there. He winded back and then absolutely let one rip from an awkward angle. That was disgusting.
I don't think that's savable. What a shot. What a pass as well from Lumi there to set up Indicator. Put his team up. I mean, this Venganza team is really turns it up. They are out shooting Inferno right now. I believe 9-2. That is wild. That's completely.
Yeah, it is wild indeed, as Lumi going to get a nice 50 out there. And Venganza been looking real good. Miles trying to get a nice goal of his own. Can't really find that one. Miles, the unsung hero for Phoenix and their Season 8 run. One of my favorite players to watch because he got those really great goals, but he was overshadowed, obviously, by Reveal, who was so great. And honestly, I feel like it's just kind of the same thing. He has that kind of caliber of player and Indicator on his squad. And Indicator and Rockiers, both the 2K players, are fairly young. I believe they're young players in the Titan League, so we might be seeing some future RLCS pros as Kratos, young himself, might be in the RLCS after that one.
What a pass from here. I mean, I love Titan because everything looks so pretty. I mean, that was just a dart of a pass, and then Kratos already up in the air for that to just slot it in the top right corner to even out this game 4.
Big Crate. Big Crate was his name. When I got GM for Death Hall, I was looking through my roles, and Big Crate was a role because of how massive he is in games, and he was in Rival and Challenger. He was an absolute beast. Kratos, speaking of him, he is really great on the defensive side. Indicator can't quite find that one. Now Inferno's on the back foot. Yerkes has to get a touch on the back wall. Lumi gets a demo onto Kratos. Now it's Rocky on the other side. Can't quite find more than that. Miles sends it down. Kratos can't quite get to that one. Yerkes can't find that touch. Instead, it's Rocky on the backboard. Rocky gets one. He's going to get a second. Can he get a third? Oh, man, and the flip reset. It's like a whole combo coming out from him, and 3 of the Venganza players are on the same spot. A little bit of an interesting defensive strategy there. Rocky takes one touch, taking a second. Flip reset, the third! Oh, man, that was on target, too. What a ridiculous save.
I'm speechless. That's wild. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no way he does it.
Hey,
no way.
Do it.
Oh, my gosh, Rocky! You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, my God. Oh my goodness, this guy is what?
I can't believe he's done that. I cannot believe
he's faked the entire thing.
That's ridiculous. I mean, I don't blame them for jumping up because he had that flip reset in the and the last final seconds, and now he just fakes it and it goes in.
That final second of last game of regulation in this game literally set that whole thing up. Yeah. I don't know if they all jump at him like that if he doesn't, showcase what he has right before the ending of regulation. That is wild. What a shot.
Yeah. I mean, it's been really, really a great show from both of these sides. And you have to wonder, now it's timeout time. Now you're back again. Is
Yeah,
against the wall. I mean, this is
it
you
has to
have to
be.
take a timeout.
It
But
has to be.
Titan players don't like to take timeouts. Maybe their ego's too big, or maybe they just don't like the timeout. But
Or
I
maybe they
mean,
just don't know.
yeah, that is probably the most likely reason. I think that's the reason that most people
Yeah.
don't take their timeout. And we don't release it as a PSA because, quite frankly, I think Rocker Man has been preaching timeouts for ever since like season 5, and now that players since season 5 have been playing, you should tell your teammates that timeouts are available in the playoffs. It's your responsibility. And also, the rule book is a pretty cool thing. It's not that bad of a read. Not definitely a college textbook, as we see. Indicator having a nice touch over to Yerks. Yerks with a shot. Lumi can't quite find that one. Rocky with a shot, low corner, and a demo from Yerks. This is an Inferno masterclass.
This Inferno team, I love watching them. The demos, the passes, I mean, that pass and then the demo. How do you stop that? From a Venganza point of view, I don't know if you could stop that. That's just, it's textbook and they're completing it. They're getting the job done right now.
I do feel bad for Venganza at this point because they haven't really looked like themselves. And something that I will note is I think this team, this Venganza squad, has one of the best mentals out of all the teams in Titan because they have so many veterans on their squad and they know how to handle tough situations. As Lumi, one up for the task, and what a pass for Miles.
What a pass there, and then Lumi already up, read the backboard. Oh, actually, I guess he read Yerk's touch. But I actually disagree with you. I think that this Venganza team was playing better than the Inferno team, but unfortunately, Rocky, his mechanics just took over, and I mean, it's hard to stop that.
No,
But I think,
it really is.
yeah, I think that this Venganza team was actually playing very well before that goal happened, and unfortunately, I mean, Rocky's just Rocky, so.
Unfortunate indeed. Oh my goodness, he almost hit that. He can't really find that one. Indicator is not. He's been finding some really great shots of his own, but some of his highlight reel plays haven't really found the back of the net. But Rockiers, his goals have been absolutely scorching.
He is all over the place right now. This duo with Kratos, I like it. A dart of a pass and then Rocky, you're not saving that. 75 miles per hour. That's in the back of the net.
Man, what a shot. This is different from this Inferno squad that, even though they were a higher seed than they are now in the playoffs, this Inferno squad just looks so much better than last season. Yerk's a part of that Season 8 Inferno squad, going to find the back of the net.
Yerk, what a play. I mean, he beat all 3 players right there. He did it all by himself to put his team up 3-1. And oof, this Inferno team is starting to click.
Yes, they are, and not a bad outing from them, but Venganza, they're going to have to score a goal quick. They can't let Inferno have all the pressure, and Miles starting to get some demos in. This could be a way to solve this Inferno defense. Oh my goodness, Lumi is trying to 50 out a couple of them. It has worked in the past, the demo game being so crucial. Miles having a play of his own, and what a pass from Miles. And when we needed to see him most, he appeared.
Conceding 2 goals like that back to back, I mean, it's hard to regain from. And Venganza, you just said it, they have a strong mental, able to pull the game back within 1.
What a goal, and an even better pass from Miles. I mean, he hasn't been necessarily quiet in this series, but he's let his teammates do more of the work. I think he needs to get involved. I think he is just much better suited for this kind of situation because he's just that gritty player that can get the job done when he needs to. I think him and Kratos actually have similar play styles in that regard. What a shot over to Rocky. Rocky gonna take one more touch, gonna try to get another. He's not gonna read that one. Oh my goodness! Almost had an insane read, as I said he didn't. That would have been ridiculous, as Miles gonna send it downfield. This could be a Venganza opportunity. Pops it down. Rocky with a nice defensive play. Lumi having to race back and get that one. Yerks pops it down the field. Is there anybody to meet that ball? Indicator is gonna be the one to meet that. Rockiers pops it high. Miles with a nice bang down the field. Lumi with a pop-up high. Rocky is going to take advantage of that pop-up. Fake out for Kratos. Kratos, down the field it goes. Can't quite travel into the top right corner. And both teams, I mean, even though Venganza's still down by 1 point, they haven't looked too bad themselves this game.
I mean, yeah, both teams had a very quiet game three, but they are picking up the tempo, picking up the pace right now. Both teams are looking good. This defense from Inferno is also looking good, though. I don't know if this Venganza team is going to be able to break through that defensive wall that Inferno has up right now.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a defensive wall and something that you need to break if you want to get a goal here. Is Yurk's going to send it down. Yurk's going to try to get a couple more. He's not going to be able to. Kratos with an
Ooh.
absolute bang off of a Yurk's pass.
This is what Kratos does best. I mean, he's just cleaning up everything that Yurk just left him off.
Man, holy cow. Holy guacamole. What a shot from Kratos. Off the ground into the back of the net. 4-2 game now. Rocky with the beautiful kickoff over to Kratos. Lumi beats Yurks out there, but unfortunately gets demoed. Indicator up with the ball now. Gets one touch. Tries to find a second. Instead, it's going to be a Rocky Years and Miles 50. Yurks barely beats out Miles. Oh my goodness, this could be a brutal attack, but instead, Indicator going to take his time here. Try to get the 50. He fakes it out. Rocky Air is going to pop it up high. This could be devastating, but no, it's not. It's actually a counterattack the other way. Miles going to get actually bumped, but it helps him out. He still has speed, but he can't quite find the sidewall. Yurks pops it high. Rocky Air is up with the ball. Going to get one touch. That's all he can get. Nobody there for Inferno to help him out. Kratos going to opt to stay back here. Lumi, a great clear. And all three Inferno members in the same kind of area, using a little bit of Venganza strategy right here, as they're going to collide with the ball. A beautiful 50 out there. 50 seconds left. And Sage, who do you think is going to take this game?
I think Inferno has it locked up right now. I mean, you're gonna put their fifth in. I think that Inferno has locked this one up. I think this is it.
This is all but Jover for Venganza, and you know, I think it was a great attempt from them, but barring some miracle, I think this is over. I mean, there's still 40 seconds left. 3 goals is definitely a possibility, but Inferno have just looked so great, and even when they weren't necessarily the better team, they still found a way to win, and that is a very good quality to have. Is even though you're getting outplayed, you can still find ways to win games. As Yurik's gonna get a nice touch. Lumi gonna 50 it out there. Indicator on the other side, a beautiful flick, but wait a second. No, there's no way Venganza comes back in this one, right? There's no way.
2 goals. We need to see a kickoff goal here. I believe. I want it to happen. This is good.
It's good content.
Yes, I want this to happen. I want this to, push on for a game.
Yeah. I mean, Forbidden Temple, it's a nice place. I think we should take a visit there, and we might see it if Venganza can get another goal here, but it looks like Inferno going to try to shut this down, and he needs necessary. Kratos, it's all but over, and Inferno going to advance to the semifinals for the 2nd season in a row.
What a play between Yurk and Kratos. I mean, this Inferno team just keeps on impressing me. 3rd time I've commentated over one of their matches, and I mean, they have left me speechless every single time. This is a good team that you've got, Smooth.
Yeah, great team in Inferno. They've been so great all season long, and Venganza, they put up a great effort, but unfortunately, it was not good enough. Inferno moving on, and they face off against Pinnacle in the semifinals, and that one is going to be an absolute banger.
That's going to be good. That's going to be a good one. Mitch and Brandon up against Kratos and Rocky. I'm all here for it. I'm here for it. It's going to be a good game.
Definitely some recognizable names there, especially in the Titan League. So we'll see if that has a little bit more spice than this one did. As I mean, we haven't had a whole lot of Game 7s this playoffs. I don't think we actually have had a Game 7 this entire playoffs. So I mean, hey, we're still waiting for that first Game 7. So if you are playing tonight or tomorrow and you want to give us a Game 7, please do. We love content around here.
We did have a Game 7, by the way.
Oh, we did. Oh, well.
Yes, in the Prospect League, Banshees versus Melons.
Oh, yes. That was actually one of the first playoff games.
Yeah.
Man, that was a good one. But hey, it was a great series from both these teams. They showed up, and I believe this is not our only Titan League matchup of the night, as to finish off the night, we have the Bananas versus my Grandmasters. It should be an absolute banger to finish this off, Sage, and I want to thank you again for casting with me. It's always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure. As you said, goal.
Goal,
I wish your
goal.
mic didn't cut out. That was hilarious, man. That
Yeah,
would have
that would have been so good, but unfortunately, we are moving on down actually a league to the rival league where Vortex is going to take on a rival. Should be a pretty good matchup. Rockerman is going to keep a close eye on that one, I know for sure, and we'll be back after this short break. See you guys later.